I don't know why I'm recording so many readings today. I just feel called to. So there's another message that I want to get out. As you can see, I literally just filmed one. But there's another message that I want to get out to some of you. I want to see what the energy is. I feel... What is the energy here? What? The High Priestess in reverse. I have a feeling that somebody is not listening to what their intuition is saying. They're going to move ahead regardless. Knight of Wands. The ego wants what it wants. The ego wants what it wants. Expect to be chased over the next, I don't know, 72 hours from when you see this. 72 is the first number that came into my head there. Be ready to be pursued a little bit. Knight of Wands. Somebody wants what they want. The thing is, they're acting out of ego. High Priestess in reverse. They're not really connecting in to the side of themselves that knows themselves very well, right? So this person is ignoring all of the internal alarm systems going off in favor of wanting to just get what they want. They know what they want and they want to get it. With the Knight of Wands, they're very driven to get it. And where are you at in all of this? Ooh. Kim. Two of Cups in reverse. Oh no. Oh no. A little more context on this one. Okay. Too many cards. I actually just have a rule now that I'm reading one at a time. For fuck's sake. Two of Cups, Death in reverse. Queen of Wands in reverse. This is interesting. I feel like this is going to get really complicated. I feel like where you're at is that even though you know that there is no emotional fulfillment to be had in this connection anymore, with the Death in reverse, you also are susceptible to going back to whoever this is. With the Queen of Wands in reverse, because maybe you're lacking a little bit of confidence right now. Maybe you're lacking a little bit of self-esteem right now. Maybe you are very self-aware that you're not necessarily making the best decisions in life right now because you don't love yourself as much as you could. That sort of feels kind of harsh for me to say, but it feels like there's a lot of insecurity coming out, and I think that you know yourself very well. I think if we interpret this with the High Priestess in reverse, the Eight of Wands, the Knight of Wands to be their energy, somebody who's ignoring their own good advice to maybe pursue something because the moment has taken them, their ego says that they want to. Maybe this is somebody coming back to you. I hate to say it, maybe this is somebody trying to reinstigate contact out of maybe not the most sort of balanced place, and maybe you're sitting there thinking, if they did, then I would engage. Like, I know myself so well, and I know that there's nothing emotionally fulfilling to be had here, and I know that the kind of that side of the connection is over or done with or was never there in the first place, but I would probably still go back because I want the attention. Shit. Interesting. Six of Cups. I feel as though that's kind of a shared energy between the both of you. Knight of Coins and the King of Coins in reverse. It feels as though the reason that you two are still with the Six of Cups aiming for some kind of reconciliation here, reconciliation maybe on your mind, but also it kind of feels like there is a bit of a childish element here to the way that you guys are behaving. Knight of Coins, I think for a while you both really tried hard to make something happen here, or you both for a while were doing whatever you needed to do to try and make this into something more stable than it really had the potential to be. With the King of Coins in reverse, you never really knew what you were aiming for. Nobody ever really knew where they stood. Nobody ever really was feeling on super secure ground. Like, you told yourselves that you were doing the most that you could to try and make this work. But actually, were you? Maybe one of you was trying really hard and the other was just really freaking lazy about trying to make this connection work. But because of the unfinished business that exists in this dynamic, Two of Wands, you guys are restless. You want to find out what the answers are. You guys still kind of check in on each other's energy a little bit because I guess you want to know. I guess you want the closure. Or I guess you want to see if there's any reality in which this connection could work. Emperor, the age-old question, have they changed? The Fool, no, they're still an idiot. No, I'm kidding. Seven of Swords, you're going to do what you want to do. You're going to do what you want to do. They're going to do what they want to do. I cannot control anything here. You can't control what they do. They can control what you do. But with the Emperor and the Fool, I think this sort of eagerness to find out, to jump back in and to kind of see, to believe them at their word that they've changed, they're a changed person, is almost as though with that Seven of Swords, I'm seeing less as, you know, them purposely trying to deceive you, and I'm seeing this as more of like you purposely trying to hurt yourself for some reason. You are in this place with the Queen of Wands. Maybe you're not feeling super great or comfortable with yourself, who you are at the moment. We all have these times in our lives we just feel like we're not where we need to be. And with that Seven of Swords there, I sort of feel as though you're acting out a little bit. This person, they bring out the worst in you, and I think that you, because it feels good when they pay you attention, you would find any excuse to just jump right back in. I feel like I'm clocking some of you right now, I'm sorry. It's not clocking to you that I'm stating our business. Honestly, Justin Bieber's so cringe, and not in a good way. I like cringe, but I don't like Justin Bieber. King of Swords in reverse. In what world is this a good idea? In what world is this a good idea? Also with the King of... Wait, no, it's the Knight of Swords, sorry. But again, in what world is this a good idea? This, you... And the Six of Wands as well. You're going to listen to me saying the Six of Wands and you're going to be like, that means victory and success. But I can never get over the ego element that comes in the Six of Wands, wanting to be admired, enjoying the sensation of having people looking up at you and trying to get your attention and following your every word. You know, I think as soon as somebody... I think you know this about yourself as well. I think the second that somebody shows you some attention, especially if it's like just the right type of person, shows you a little bit of attention, you're hasty, you're right back in. You don't stick around to figure out whether it's a good idea or not to jump back in. You just do, because your ego just absolutely loves the way it feels to be wanted in that way. And I get it. I'm so not judging you right now. I want to tell you that. I get it. But the cards are like Knight of Cups in reverse. The cards are like, this can't run. There is never going to be any serious pursuing of this connection from really either of you. Like, it just doesn't really feel like you guys are aligned. It doesn't feel like it's going to end well. Anyway, you're not going to want to book a reading with me via my bio. Bye.